Here's the fifth part of the story. Part 5, Letters in the Snow. The days that followed were some of the longest James had ever known. The familiar, joyful afternoons spent beneath the oak tree were gone, replaced by lonely walks and empty silences. He kept replaying Alice's words in his mind, wondering if he could have said something different to make her stay. The weight of what felt like an inevitable goodbye lingered in his heart, clouding everything else. One day, he found himself back at their oak tree, hoping that somehow he would find answers in the quiet of the snow. As he stood there, staring into the white distance, he noticed something unusual, a small envelope lying on the ground, partially covered by the snow. He picked it up, his heart pounding when he recognized Alice's handwriting on the front. With a shaky breath, he opened the letter. Inside, her words spilled onto the page, raw and honest. James, I don't know how to say goodbye to someone who has been my whole world. It's strange how something so simple like choosing a future could be what drives us apart. But I need to find my own path too. And maybe that means letting go of what we have. I'll always carry you with me, no matter where I go. You were my first love, and that will never change. I hope you follow your dreams and find happiness, even if it takes you far from here. Tears blurred his vision as he read her words. The reality of their parting was settling into him like the chill of the snow, and he felt powerless to stop it. In his mind, he could see Alice's face as she wrote those words, and the pain she must have felt. Determined not to leave things unfinished, James took out a pen and paper of his own and began to write. He poured his heart into the letter, telling her how he dreamed of a future together, of growing old side by side. But he also admitted that he understood her need to find herself, even if it meant walking different paths. In his closing words, he promised that he would never forget her, that she would always hold a piece of his heart. With a sigh, he folded the letter and carefully placed it in the hollow of the oak tree, the place that had witnessed their love from the start. As he stepped back, he hoped she would find it, that his words might offer her comfort and closure. Days passed, and the snow continued to fall, covering the world in a quiet stillness. James walked by the tree each day, wondering if Alice had read his letter. Each day, he found nothing, just the snow and the silence. But one evening, as dusk began to settle, he noticed something new. Another envelope, resting in the hollow where he had left his own. His heart raced as he took it out, eager yet afraid of what her response might be. James, I read your words, and they made me realize that maybe love doesn't have to be bound by place or time. Maybe, in our own way, we'll carry each other forward no matter where we go. I'll always love you, even if we're apart. Thank you for being my world, for showing me what love is. Goodbye for now. James stood there, holding her letter, his heart both broken and full. As the last light of day faded, he understood that their love, though it may not have a future together, would forever be part of who they were. Their story would live on, not as a tale of loss, but as one of the purest and deepest connections they had ever known. As he walked away, James felt a sense of peace. Somewhere out there, Alice was finding her own way, just as he would find his. And though their paths had separated, they had left pieces of themselves in the snow, letters that would remain there as a testament to a love that had changed them both forever. That's part 5. Let me know when you're ready for the next part, or if you'd like any adjustments.